Hi everybody. So, I'm just having a little freak out in my car because I just found out that my fucking diabetic supplies, like my insulin and my pump supplies, the things I need to live, are costing $2,000 a month. I'm 24. I only just got out of college before COVID hit, and I am not making any good money. How am I supposed to pay $2,000 for something that I didn't do anything to get? America is fucking bullshit. Like, I can't afford to live. I have to pay for something I did not at all do anything to get. So I guess I'll just fucking die. Okay.
2020, when Trump was president, our monthly payment for Hayden's insulin, and insulin is not a negotiable product. It's a product that Hayden will be dependent on for the rest of his life in order to stay alive. It's not rationable. Like, you can't ration it in order to make it go longer. You guys, I'm going to cry. Not so much for Hayden, because we can absorb this cost. Last year under Trump, our insulin payment went to $60 a month for this box. This is the first time I got this insulin prescription filled since Biden was inaugurated into office. And if you voted him in, I'm a little mad today. I'm a little mad. Because I went to the window of the pharmacy and they said, we set it aside because it's really expensive. Now, I love our pharmacists, but I'm like, what do you want me to do about that? Like, do you want me to say, well, we'll just pass on it for a month? We can't pass on it. We are stuck. We are stuck as a family who doesn't go to the doctor because we see how the system operates. I just was at the dentist getting a crown replacement, and the dentist and I were talking about what a screw job insurance is, because we see it as providers, as people who work with insurance companies, as business owners in the healthcare profession. We see what a screw job it is. Do you know how much I paid for this one box of insulin? I paid $328 for this one box of insulin that lasts him a month. I paid $328.
All right, so I got a serious question for everybody out there. I generally want to know this, okay? How is everybody making it? How? I'm like, I've worked for like 17 years. I work all the time. I've been paying medical bills on my son for 9 years since he was born. And he was just diagnosed with type 1 diabetes and has to have insulin every 2 hours. I just got his prescription. It was $1,000. I couldn't pay for it. I now have to go in and tell my 9-year-old son I couldn't pay for it. I work a full-time job. My husband works a full-time job. I work third shift. I go to school during the day. How are you guys making it? Am I the only one struggling? How are you guys doing it?
Millions of Americans depend on insulin to fight diabetes. That is the 7th leading cause of death in America. But with
all right, that's the part I wanted to get there. Well, before I go into the scriptures, I want to say, give all praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham Rakakodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. And shalom to your brothers that are pushing this word out in truth and sincerity and in charity. I'm the brother Abraham from the camp here in GMS Chicago. Come to do this quick lesson through the Holy Spirit. Lord, wouldn't it be edifying? And as you can see from those clips, what's going on right now is there's an insulin spike, okay, which you just heard from that news broadcaster lady that it's the 7th leading cause of death in America. All right, and there's many people that have this. Okay, and they need it every single day, um, at certain hours of the day, and all of a sudden, people can't afford this. They work one job full time, they work two jobs, they work overtime. It's the husband and the wife working full time, both together, and people still can't make it here in America. Everything's getting more expensive and expensive and expensive, but yet, they're not paying Americans anymore, man. Everything's just getting more expensive. All right, so where's this American dream that America has prided itself in for the last, I don't know, since the last, 30, 40, 50 years? The American dream, all right? What made all people of all nations come here to do, man. And now it's like a hell for everybody now. All right, but that's what everybody gets for trusting in America, right? Let's go ahead and get that in Isaiah 30. This is Isaiah chapter 30 and verse 1. Now this is talking about the children of Israel. Alright, but pretty much everybody's going to be confounded at the end of the day for trusting in Egypt and in Pharaoh. Woe to the rebellious children, saith the Lord, that take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. That walk to go down into Egypt, and have not asked at my mouth, to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh, and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Okay, so they didn't they didn't think twice about this, man. They put all their heart and soul into this shit, and now look at where it got them. Are you sighed and cried for Biden to be your president? Now look at where that got you. Did anything change for the better, for the good, for you? Or did things just get worse or stay the same? Verse 3, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust in the shadow of Egypt your confusion. So this place is going to end up bringing you shame. Because you trusted in this place, but you didn't put your trust in Yahweh Bashem Yahushai. That gave you your wool and your flax and your oil and your water and your food and everything, man. It talks about that in Hosea, the 2nd chapter. The Lord provided you with all these things, but you went sacrifice it to these idols, man. Okay, this is the book of Proverbs, chapter 29 and verse 2. It says, when the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice, but when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn. Okay, this needs no explanation. It needs no breakdown to it. It's plain and it's simple and to the point, and it is what it is. And which one of these can you fit into America or into the whole planet Earth right now? The first one or the second one? The wicked bearing rule and the people mourning, or the righteous in authority and the people rejoicing? Which do you see happening right now, today? Alright, this is the book of Proverbs chapter 11 and verse 10. It says, when it goeth well with the righteous, the city rejoiceth, and when the wicked perish, there is shouting. And when you go into that word shouting, it means joy. And in Spanish, it means party, a fiesta. All right, that means when the righteous, when it goes well with the righteous, and when the wicked perish, there's joy, there's shouting, there's happiness. It's a party, man. A good one, not a wicked one. Okay, verse 11. But the blessing of the upright, the city is exalted, but it is overthrown by the mouth of the wicked. All right, so we know who the wicked is. We ain't gotta break that down anymore, man. All right, prove we ain't the Israelites. Prove you ain't Esau, Prove you ain't the wicked. How about that? All right, this is the book of Psalms, chapter 144. I'm gonna start up in verse 12. It says, "Their sons may be as plants grown up in their youth. Their daughters may be as cornerstones polished after the similitude of a palace. Their garners may be full, affording all manner of store. Their sheep may bring forth thousands and 10,000s in our streets." Okay, this generation of kids ain't growing up like this. Who has garners and storehouses and farms and lands and sheeps? Who has 10,000s of sheeps? Who has cattle? Who has any of this stuff? Right? Verse 14, "There are oxen may be strong to labor, that there be no breaking in, nor going out, and that there be no complaining in our streets." Ain't nothing but complaining going on in America right now, man. Ain't nothing but complaining. Ain't nothing but mourning. Ain't no rejoicing going on in the planet Earth right now. Okay, all thanks to who? You know who. Right? It says, verse 15, "Happy is that people that is in such a case, yet happy is that people whose God is the Lord Yahweh." All right, and that's, call yourself blessed if you are an Israelite in this truth, man. It's a blessing. Be grateful, man. Not all people on planet Earth are Israelites, and even at that, not all Israel is of Israel, man. So if you are an Israelite in this truth, be grateful and call yourself blessed, man. And thank Yahweh Bashim Yahushai for that. Okay, I got one last one here in Sirach chapter 10. I'm going to start at verse 3. It says, "An unwise king destroyeth his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited." All right, so an unwise king destroyeth his people. What's going on here in America? People, division. All right, nothing but division, perverseness, wickedness, darkness. All right, verse 4, it says, "The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over it one that is profitable." Okay, so Yahweh Bashim Yahushai is in control. He ruleth in the kingdom of men. He setteth up one and taketh down another, man. All right, and in due time, in Yahweh Bashim Yahushai's time, all right, in due season, he will set one that is profitable here on earth, man. His son Yahushai, and then the order on down. Okay, then will the earth be at peace. Then will there be no more war. Then will there be not even the smallest Israelite suffering. Okay, so that's all for this lesson. That's all I had. Lord willing, it was an edifying lesson, and as always, all honor, glory, and praises goes to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.